What's good, everybody? How y'all doing? I just decided to do a video. Actually, in truth, the original thought was my son, thing two, has put music out, and it's available not just on like Spotify, but it's actually available on YouTube. I thought that meant it might be available in the audio library, and so I had this plan to make a short or two, opening a pack, where I could use his music in the background. Turns out there's more work to getting it in the audio library, but I decided to to do a video anyway. And I'm gonna link in the description his channel, so you can check out his music. I would really appreciate that. It's really good. I'm impressed. Especially he's 16 and he's recording it all in his bedroom. It's all him. Yeah, it's cool stuff. Anyway, so yeah, I also figured I'd do talk about some pickups that I got, and then open some packs. Here, let's transition here. Let's see, how do I do that again? That's the one. Okay. So I've been trading in a lot of bulk and stuff to Card Kingdom, getting credit there, just to try to thin out the collection because it's entirely too many cards right now. Entirely too many. And using the credit there for picking up cards that I really want. And right now I've decided that I really only want to collect early stuff, predominantly pre-revised. So Alpha Beta Unlimited, Arabian Nights, Antiquities, and but also to a lesser extent Legends and the Dark, and the good stuff out of revised. Like I'm willing to take on the dual lands and maybe Wheel of Fortune or something like that out of revised. But otherwise, just the earlier stuff in that. And if you're patient, you can watch Card Kingdom for for them to have near mint stuff, and it's really fun to get near mint of the of the early sets. I can't remember. I think I did a pickup video not long ago, and I can't remember what I showed. So the first couple cards here may be ones that you've already seen, but super clean alpha. This one is a sacrifice, and I'm really excited with how that one came out. There's a little bit of like corner dings. Oops, let's get it so you can see it. Corner dings down there and there, and actually all the corners on this one are kind of meh, but it's still, they call it near mint. I would lean towards LP, but it's close enough to be hard to argue. Either way, I'm really excited to have some alpha cards that are cool cards. So yeah, I got the sacrifice, and I think I showed that last time because I think I showed this one too. Sorry guys, I am really shaky today, and I'm not sure why. I've had no caffeine. It's just been a day. So this one's also pretty clean, and actually I think so. Like I can sort of see scuffing up there. I actually think that's the sleeve. I'm gonna check that out actually after the video. But yeah, there's a little dinging down there. But yeah, this one's a Library of Lang, and this one's got a little bit of side. This is definitely also not near mint. I would definitely call this more LP, but again, it's hard to argue that because first of all, it's a 30-plus-year-old card, and it really is in pretty decent shape. So like these two, I don't think. I really wouldn't look to get them graded, especially this one. That's pretty notable damage. The sacrifice, maybe I can get like an 8 with PSA or something, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. The next one though isn't alpha; it's beta, but this is like ultra clean. And I feel like I might have shown this one too. But this guy is, I don't know how focused it is, but that is a very clean beta. I know you're mostly just seeing my camera there in reflection, sorry. And that's a lich, so that's like reserve list also. Super clean, like one nick in that corner down there. Just barely visible. It's in there. It's there. That's about it. This one I may actually consider setting in for grading in spite of that corner nick. Obviously it won't get a 10, probably not even a 9.5. Even a 9 might be a stretch because of that nick. But I'm going to go over it with a like a microscope or whatever to see what I can find. See if it's clean enough to be worth sending in. And then the next 3 are definitely new pickups. I had sent in a whole bunch, and wow, there's some like gunk on the back of this this case here. Huh. So yeah, that's all that is. If you can see it, that's just gunk on the case. I can't get it off. But so these were all listed as near mint also, and are all fairly clean. So this is Antiquities Suchi. Again, the corners. I don't expect gradable when I get a near mint. Like, don't get me wrong there. Actually, that drove me nuts as a seller on TCG Player. But I do feel like there's a few too many to call this near mint, and that's the problem. But I'm still excited to have it because it's another reserve list. Antiquities card. This next one is also a reserved list. And I have long loved this art even since I was a teenager and this first came out. And well, I mean that's the point, right? I was a teenager. But yeah, that is such fun, sick art. Again, little nick in the corner here, a little up there, but this one's a little cleaner. Maybe one at the top. Again, might consider grading, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm thinking about a few cards that I want to send in. The next one is not reserved list, but is, again, alpha. And the reason I picked this one up is because, and again, I got it as near mint. And that's, whoop, can you focus? That's unfortunate that, like, you can see it even out of focus there. That big white thing in the corner there. But I really just wanted to get a halfway decent near mint alpha rare. So I got Power Surge, which is, again, not reserved list, but, you know, it was more the idea that, you know, the print run. This is one of 1,100. I don't have any serialized cards. This is as close as I get to, like, a limited card. And so that was cool to me. And then, again, the corners are kind of But honestly, this one, even so, because of what it is as an alpha rare, I might grade this anyway just to get it under a slab, you know? I don't expect this to do any better than an 8, but I'm okay with that. So those are the recent pickups. Again, just focusing on the old stuff right now and having a lot of fun with it. Takes time and a lot of trade-ins, and those take time because Card Kingdom's kind of a pain. But so also this last weekend, Nicodemus, the card shop that I've worked with a number of times, they were putting on a card show with a whole bunch of vendors and stuff at tables, and I actually bought a table to sell cards, again trying to thin my collection a bit, and for some reason, as a sort of a last minute decision, mostly being in his store, I decided to buy a couple boxes to try to sell packs. It wasn't the right idea. A few people like packs, mostly the singles moved. So I sold a few packs, but all in all, I kind of washed in terms of income because what I did make basically paid for the boxes I bought. But I'm going to open a pack of each. I'm holding on to them for now in case I do another show in the future, a card show or whatever. But like, I got a box of Spider-Man play, and I got a box of Final Fantasy play, and I brought my Mystery Booster 2 box, the second box, to open up, and sell some packs out of that too. And so I'm just gonna open one of each and see what happens. And yeah, why not? We'll start with the Spider-Man though. I really did something I really shouldn't have when I was there too. Again, being in the store and seeing them there, he had the collector boosters, and I don't know why I did it. I bought a collector box, thinking I was going to do well. Like that, I'd be the lucky one. I had my choice between 4 boxes, and I had my hand on one, and then I decided to take a different one because I don't know why. Just felt luckier. I don't know. It turned out to be an awful box. Truly awful. Top card was maybe $20. But one of the co-owners, a friend of mine, opened a box too. He decided to buy a box and open it. He bought the one that I had my hand on. He pulled 2 foil soul stones out of his box. So the thing is, those 2 foil soul stones value was more than my entire box. I picked wrong. But that's the way it goes. So anyway, back to the shaky hand opening. The commons, I'm really not interested in this set. They were all afterthoughts, so I'm not super excited about them or care much. I wish this thing would just focus. Come on. All right, let's try it on here. Please? Is this the problem? Come on. See? Try it. Dang it. I can't tell what this is. I can't tell what's causing the... There. Must have been the pack. That's weird. Alright. Spider Suit. And Prison Break. Spider-Mobile. I am not a vehicles guy. We've got behind that, we got a rare already. With great power. Seems like a good card, and one that's going into a deck I have, actually. Because, it's a Voltron green-white deck. And we've got a foil Wrecking Ball. I feel like I got 1 fewer uncommon than I expected there, which is a little weird. Okay, so that's that. Maybe we'll do better with Final Fantasy. This is a fun set to open, though, honestly. I do enjoy this set. I do enjoy the Frogs for Quina, because I loved that game, and I loved that mini game within the game. That was a fun one. All right, commons. Let's see. I'm actually gonna keep these separate from. Hey, look at that! We got a brainstorm. That's fun. That's really fun, actually. Decent card. And put that there. We got a Thief's Knife. A Gladiolus Amicitia? I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't see that. I didn't play that game. Shambling something or other. We've got a Noctis, Prince of Lucis. And another rare. We got I have gotten so many Xenos Yegalvis. This is, I think, my 5th. I haven't opened that much. All right, we got the Wanderings, we got Airship Kingdom, and the Hero Frog, of course. I'm not going to know a lot of the uncommon commons that are really good in Mystery Boosters 2. I know there are a bunch. I talked about that last time. I just don't know mostly which ones are which. Okay, this pack does not want to open. There we go. But we're going to get through this pack. My phone is in my pocket buzzing away. I'm getting a whole bunch of text messages and don't know what's going on. We'll find out. So I know that Ancestral Blade is nothing in particular. Griffin Guide shouldn't also be too much. Serpentine Curve, nothing. I have no idea about Shadow Rift. Maybe. I mean, that draw a card for 1 blue isn't bad, so that could be. Arcana Cutthroat and Soul Drinker. Onslaught. Okay. Ardent Elementalist, that's definitely nothing. And our old card is Masked Admirers. Don't know this one. Nor do I know Primal Rage specifically, but that is kind of fun. And we have our colorless Containment Construct, Mythic, which again, these are the regular Mythics, so, Aerois is pretty darn good, though, actually. It's like a $15 card or something. We've got an uncommon white border, which is Ghost Quarter, which is cool, because I didn't get one of those before. And under that, we've got a Forest Bear with a Glade of Pump Spells. I want one more of those. Just one. Just one. Because these are fun. And I just want to do a little better. I could be wrong. Maybe I missed something else that was really good. And obviously, Aerois is pretty darn good. See, that's how you start a pack. Mother of Runes is obviously good. Very useful. Very good. I like Mother of Runes. Okay. Raise the alarm. Peregrine Drake. We got a Wizard class. I think that's a good one. Decent one, at least. Oblivion Strike for a black card, along with Vile Requiem. That's kind of fun. We got a red Blazing Crescendo, Reckless Bushwhacker, and our green is That's hilarious. Bushwhack after our Reckless Bushwhacker, and a Werebear, and we've got a Viridian Claw. That seems fun. And Mythic again. Clothis. Okay. Beneath that, we've got a common white border, the Snow-Covered Plains. And we got a green again. We got a Triumph of Ferocity. Uncommon. With a Who's That Prayer. Anyway, there we go. And I'm going to check and see what's going on with my phone and what I've all missed. Put this stuff away. But I hope to have something more sometime soon. Hopefully maybe Thing 2's music will be available as background for shorts. And I will, again, put the link to his music in the description to his channel. So yeah, I will see you guys next time, whenever that is. I hope you all have a good day.